Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with the Project 20 uses, which instead of like trying to finish something or trying to hit pan on it necessarily, the idea is just to use it 20 times. There are variations of this going on out there. I will link the person who first started the idea down below. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she will be linked. Most people do either 10 or some people do 100. I picked 20 because I hate myself. But also I was like, you know, with 20 uses, I can really tell whether or not I like a product. So I only update this when I hit 20 uses on something, which is why you don't necessarily see an update of this every month. I have been a little bit regular with this lately, but we'll see how long that keeps up. So if you saw my Roulette Project Pan collab that I posted recently, you probably know the product that I hit 20 uses on. It is this Tarte cream bronzer. I actually hit 20 uses yesterday as of filming this on the 27th. So that is what it looks like. It's only got a little bit of a dip in it, and my goal in the Roulette Pan collab is to hit pan on it. So I actually slowed down my uses on this somewhat recently because I wasn't sure what I wanted to add in. But I figured something out. It's not another cream bronzer because now I'm trying to hit pan on this because I was using this to kind of go through my cream bronzers and make sure, okay, do I like these products? Because it's not my favorite way to wear bronzer, but if it's a good enough formula, I can make it work. So now I'm trying to hit pan on this. So as for everything else, most of these have at least some usage, not as much as I would necessarily like. First is the Storybook Robinhood palette, which I am wearing a shade out of today. I am wearing the matte green that is Merry Men right here. I have used it now 11 times, and this has been in here since the beginning, so my goal for the next update is to be rolling this out. So like sometimes I struggle figuring out a look that this goes with due to what I'm panning for my pan that palette, that's the word. But yeah, I think I got at least one look figured out now where I can at least use Merry Men, maybe even Robinhood. I'm wearing a different green with it today because I wanted to for a different project. But yeah, I've definitely figured out, okay, let's get this knocked out. So 9 more times and I could finally roll this out. There's always, like this project, every update there is some unloved child of it. And it's not that one this time, it's another palette. But up next is, okay, it is the unloved child of it, and that's the Urban Decay Wired palette. I hate that because I do like this. I haven't used this since last time, so it's still at 2 uses. Love the bright colors. Now, I mentioned last time I need to maybe start working in more of the bright colors as like crease shades because most of them are matte. And I can do that, I just haven't yet. Like, I've just been focusing on other eyeshadows, so this is the one that's kind of fallen by the wayside, but especially once I knock this out, I really do want to start concentrating on this more. Next is my e.l.f. bronzer palette. Now I've only used this 6 times, and I don't think it's going to get a lot of usage in the next month because I'm trying really hard to finish the bronzer in my hashtag Team Project Pan update. So, I mean, I know I like this, so I can at least say that. Like, it's an easy bronzer formula to use. I might pan the whole thing in the future at some point. So I do think I could, because I have finished, let's see, it was the Total Face palette. I finished the bronzer in there pretty easily. So I figure I could pan 2 of these a year and knock it out without much issue towards myself. And finally, before I show you the new product, this is what I actually added in last time or the time before that. I'm not entirely sure. Something just fell. This is the Illuminati and Issa palette designed by Isabel Bedoya, I don't know. So I have used this. I have used this 5 times. Now I've used it a lot as the sole down here to set my eyeshadow, but I've also, because this was kind of what was pulling me in, I've also used all of these like matte pastel shades. Sour, I'm not sure how well you can see it at this point, is actually what is in my inner corner at the moment. But I've also used Rai Rai and Purple Haze in the same way. So I'm getting use out of several of the shades. Purple Dream, this kind of cream purple shimmery shade right there, it's like a cream base, that's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of sealed itself shut. So I don't know if I can use that. I might just carve it out at some point. I want to make sure I get at least one full look out of this before I put it away, because it's a lot of shades in here. I don't know if I can necessarily get to all of them just by working it on the way I have up to this point. And I don't just want to get 20 uses by just using like the black shade. Like, I want to get a feel for the rest of the shades in here. I've slowly been doing that so far, but I just want to work in a few more and make sure to get at least one look out of maybe some of the shades I'm not really able to work in. Like 1996, I'm working on a gold shade right now, so that might be a, you know, look on its own type of deal. So now, what I'm putting in here might be a little unorthodox for this type of project pan, but hear me out. It is the Patrick Ta Wax for Brows. And the thing is, I want to figure out if I like this. And that's kind of what I'm using this for. So, I mean, I've used it once, and it looks like there's nothing in there, but that's clear brow wax. And I couldn't barely get any of it out, so this will kind of make me figure out a way to use it and actually see if I like it. So, we'll see on this one. Hopefully I can figure that out, but at the same time, I think this is one that will be rotated out of here fairly quickly. So, these two are my focuses, but I do really want to get at least one use out of the wired palette especially, but also probably should at least try to get a couple uses out of the bronzer, despite me working on one to try to knock it out. So, it just means I need to wear makeup more is the problem. So, the bane of my existence right now. My panning existence, not my normal one, because oh, first world problems. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!